Hello, I'm Richard Rundhaug, and I'm responding to questions on the application for Superintendent of San Marino Unified School District. The first question asks me to describe my leadership experience and significant contributions that I've made in my administrative positions. I'm not going to go over my administrative positions in detail because I know you have those on my resume. I am currently the Superintendent of Brawley Elementary School District. I served as a consultant and interim leader for many school districts. I was the superintendent for 7 years of the Wilcox Unified School District, and I served as the assistant superintendent of business and finance for the Coolidge Unified School District. Some significant contributions that I've made is I served as the president of the board of the Arizona Education and Technology Consortium, and what we primarily did is we provided instruction to school districts that could not find highly qualified teachers. And so if a school district could not find a physics teacher, we would find a school district that was willing to broadcast physics instruction and broadcast that to the school district that required it. This required the cooperation of individuals at many different levels. Paraeducators had to be in the classrooms to supervise students. Teachers had to be willing to broadcast their instruction from one location to another. Principals had to align schedules so that the broadcast was taken at the same time or given at the same time that students were present for the instruction. Superintendents had to agree to the financial arrangements. And I'm very happy to say that every county superintendent in the state of Arizona cooperated by financially supporting this project. This project and myself was recognized by the Arizona Superintendent of Public Instruction and the Arizona Department of Education as leading change in education, a designation that I and the project were very proud of. Thousands of students received instruction that otherwise would not have received instruction or would have received instruction from somebody who is not highly qualified. And so we are very proud to have delivered that instruction, that higher quality instruction, to those students. I want to talk to you about a project that we embarked on in Wilcox Unified School District, in which we built a community college on K-12 property. We wrote an MOU with the local community college. The community college built their building on our property, and after that building was built, we developed several programs. One was a certified nurses program, nurses assistance program. And once this project was completed, we had dozens of students who became certified nurses assistants and employable in several medical facilities around the school. We also developed a building trades program that received national certification if students followed the pathway all the way through. What I'm most happy to report, though, is that Wilcox Unified School District had the highest percentage of students who graduated from high school with an AA degree at the time of their high school graduation. We are very proud of that as well. Next, I want to talk to you about our return to in-person instruction after distance learning. I studied many models, and what I saw under the many different models that I studied was that one of two things happened. One is that in many cases, school districts tried to deliver instruction while students were present in the classroom and while instruction was being broadcast to students who received it through distance learning. I read a lot of research, and what I came to the conclusion was that this was not the best model. The other model that I saw was that school districts would provide synchronous instruction, let's say in the morning. Then they'd have to account for transportation time, they'd have to account for lunchtime, and whatever time remained, they tried to include as in-person instruction. I looked at that and just said whatever was not adequate. So we went into negotiations with our union, our teachers union, and we came up with a rate to pay our teachers to volunteer to tutor our students after the normal school day. This rate was lucrative enough that we had plenty of volunteers, and we went to our families, and whoever wanted to have their students receive more instruction at the end of the day, they were able to do so. And so for students who wanted in-person instruction, we were able to deliver up to 3 to 4 hours of in-person instruction, with the families volunteering for those students to arrive and with the teachers volunteering to be present. No one was forced into this, and it was a completely voluntary process. We provided a similar model for students who chose to receive instruction through distance learning as well. But under this model, everyone was a volunteer. Families volunteered to have their students stay, teachers volunteered to remain, and we delivered up to 3 to 4 hours of in-person instruction and distance learning instruction on alternate days. It was a great model. I think we came up with a good model, and many other school districts in our county followed our model. Thank you very much.